Hello. Today is October 24th. It's my day 1.165. I just got back from jury duty and I thought I would just share my experience. I don't think it necessarily merits noting on the transgender blog, but transition blog, but I thought it was interesting because I saw someone I knew, one of the other trans women in Louisville. Apparently, we both live in the same county, and we were both there, and so it was kind of neat to think that, out of a cross section of a population, 50 people called together to serve on a jury to be potential candidates for the jury. That two of them were trans women. What are the odds of that? Sampling two of 50, 1 in 25. Definitely more than I think the statistical average, but we're out there. We're out there, and it was one of those things. I kind of recognized her, and then I recognized her. I'm like, it's who that is. But it was one of those things that don't think that because you're a trans woman you have special antenna, and you can pick up kind of like gaydar, I don't know, transdar, something like that. But really, nothing earth-shattering. It was kind of interesting to be somewhat embraced, I'll say, by the women that were there. The little older women. Now, obviously, look at my hair, I'm gray-haired. But I thought it was kind of neat as the day went on. And after every break, we would come back together and have a couple of moments of, the sun feels good. Couple of moments of chatter to kind of be like taken into the sewing circle somewhat of both of them are grandmas. Like I said, I guess again my gray hair, that's okay, I'll take it. But that was really kind of neat. And right off the bat, as part of the jury questions and whatnot, they gave us all numbers, and they said juror number, whatever your number was. And it was cool for the lawyers to ask questions. It was ma'am, she, her. I mean, obviously, how could you not, right? I'm full of shit. I still walk into a room and I'm like, somebody knows. But it was a good experience. It was definitely a good experience. And like I said, I got kicked off, so I'm not going to have to serve, but I would have willingly. I felt somewhat like the two lawyers were, it's like they either trying to live up to the television docudrama Law and Order expectation or not. And at one point I kind of popped their bubbles a little. Felt like I was watching a debate club competition or something, and I was like, this you said this, which contradicts that, what she said, and everything. So it was one of those things. It was very educational, learned a lot. I don't look at it as a negative thing. I would definitely do it again and whatnot. I had been told when I was younger, back when I lived in Gainesville, that if you take a very strong position, it's one way to get out of jury duty. And we had one gentleman who, pertinent to the case, had a very strong opinion. And obviously he was not going to be, much like my own thing. I had said that stuff that's shown on CIS was junk science. And I only say that because of the NPR stories and whatnot that I've heard, and things that I've seen. I was thinking with John Oliver one week, had something about forensic science and how it's not what they portray on TV. And of course that to me is common sense. But if you were in the room this morning when I said something about the degree of error that's in a DNA profile and the chance of an error when you're comparing fingerprints, and that was from something I read a couple weeks ago, about there are parts of our fingerprints that are unique, but there are a large part of our fingerprints that are common. And so you can't just say again, it's a statistical variance. And the same way with genetics, there's a probability, but that does not mean, in my mind, that doesn't mean evidence, whatnot. So anyway, I think that's why I kind of that was my strong opinion. I didn't mean to be strong about it. It's just the lawyer was picking on me, and you don't pick on Mama Bear. Anyway, right. Really, that's just about it. Not a whole heck of a lot interesting going on. I am wearing my push-up bra today, and I kind of felt like the it's not a masthead, but the thing on the front of a prow, the mermaid on the prow of a ship. I was like, hoist my skirts and I will sail across the room and my bosoms will jut out. I'm being silly. Gotta laugh at life, I suppose. And really, that's just about it. Kind of boring. But I'm exhausted. So that said, life will go on. Life will continue. Again, back on the transition note, I am losing weight again, which is really, really good. I've almost been starving myself somewhat, and that's not meant as a, oh, poo-poo you, or, oh, poor her. I've gotten kind of sick of vegetables. So I really am cut back my calories. I doubt I'm even getting 600 calories a day now. And that's okay, but it's one of those things like today, finally, I broke the 260 curse. I came in at 257, and I'm like 37 more pounds to go, and I can deal with hunger pains if that will get me through, which again doesn't mean I'm trying to hurt myself. It's just I have to get to 220, by hook or by crook. Whatever way I can get to 220, and then I'm hoping in January to go have the second consultation, the reconsultation with the surgeon, and say, aha, I am whatever I am, 110 pounds lighter, and you said that if I got down to 220, I'd be a good candidate, and here I am, and hopefully the next step will be, okay, Carol, put Mrs. Parks on my calendar and let's start the insurance authorization. And of course, that's 90 days. And whether they put me on her schedule or not, that could be an additional 3 to 6 months. So maybe March, April, May, if I'm lucky. We'll see. But that is one half of the component is my weight. The second part is my finances. I've got to. I got a flyer from my favorite online store, and they were having a 50% off sale, and of course they raised all their prices. What was listed as $70 over the weekend on sale, in the little red price, now $35. Well, they've jumped it back up to $70. So it's one of those things. No, I'm not going to do it. But it reminded me that, hey, before you know it, I'm going to have to start doing electrolysis on my surgical site again and clear that out, and then start on this shit, this translucent hairs that, I still have to shave every day in the morning. Just the translucent hairs, they're really thick buggers, little fuckers. And so it's one of those things that, my intent is to focus on the surgical site, but if we get that done and I still have time on the clock, yeah, I'd like her to do some facial stuff too. And I've reached out to her as well, the tech, and I'm going to use a different tech because I didn't like the way I was treated at the last salon by the staff. It was, not very professional. So that said, moving ahead, I wish everyone is doing super duper. And I feel much like this cat. I just want to put my head down on my pillow and just go to sleep. Because it's been a grueling day to get asked questions by lawyers who think they're smarter than you. And they're trying to manipulate you for their own ends. And you use your feminine wiles. I'm full of shit. I'll take it. I'll be full of shit. Hey, at least I'm happily full of shit. Fat, dumb, and happy. All right, my friends, signing off for today. Definitely good luck to you in your journey. I'm really kind of excited. There's a new girl who's just starting out, Fermi Oppenheimer. Isn't that a cool name? That's her temporary name till she figures out what she wants. And last couple of days, I've been thinking about how cool it is to be like, to know what you want to do. And I presume she's young, like 20-ish, 25-ish. And how cool it would be to know that then in the world we're in today, the climate that we're in. Not to say it's going to be a cakewalk for her, but again, it's like someone playing a video game they're going to love, and you're sad that you can't experience it for the first time, but you're very happy for them, and then you're also very happy for you, and I'm very happy for her. I wish her the best of luck. She's in good hands with Trans Women National. So, all right, my friends, peace, love, and happiness, and I will see you all next time. Bye. And as always, good luck.